All right, guys, a short list for tomorrow, which would be Wednesday, October 14th. Not a lot of. Let me back up and go to SPY real quick. Just another day where you had okay range, I guess, today, but pretty much close to where it opened. It's been pretty dead out there. I expect with earnings trickling in, hopefully things will pick up and we can have some more volatility. But you know what? Real quick, Tesla. I got to talk about this because it's not going to be on my results page because I didn't give a stop price, but it did exactly what we look for. If you watched my video last night, I talked about Tesla being a potential bounce play, and my favorite thing for it to do would be to gap down. It gapped down, sold off as it came back up. Now I'm showing you 1 minute candles here. As it came back up, I called out over the microphone if Tesla goes red to green, in other words, breaks through 214. That's the entry of the setup that we teach, or what I call a bounce play gap down setup. It's also been called an exhaustion gap. When you're down that many days in a row and then you gap down. Love going red to green on that. So the idea was through 214. And I'll just switch to 5 minute candles now so you can see what happened. You had the early sell off, and then about 3 or 4 minutes in, it came up through 214. Ended up going up over $8 from there. So that is exactly what we look for when we have something on Bounce Watch and and it's down this many days in a row, and then you get the gap down. All right. So anyway, that was a Tesla alert today. As far as my list for tomorrow, VTL, I like the volume. It's breaking out into this gap. I'm going to look for a red to green tomorrow or some kind of follow through. Lumber Liquidators, LL. It had a nice pop earlier today where it sold off in the opening 5 minutes and then rallied for a really nice move over probably almost $1.50 over 30, 45 minutes, something like that. So, and then it kind of flagged the rest of the day. It was just a slow day, but I think LL is still worth watching. The way it's acting lately, you might get another nice pop. XNPT, big move, came back down, and today kind of an inside day, but a strong day. Want to watch that for a potential red to green. I don't know anything about this ZFGN, and it scares the bejeebers out of me because, I figure this is probably a biotech stock, and it's fallen from 34 down to 15 in 2 days. Could not find any news, so it's the kind of thing that that people are speculating. I think they canceled some conferences or something, so people are speculating that there's some bad news coming. And a lot of times with this kind of action, there probably is, but I want to have that on a chart for a potential bounce play. I will only take that with a proper setup. TWOU, another red day. I just want to watch that for a potential bounce, and then RDUS. Another red day. Went right down through the 200 day, but you do have a nice consolidation between 45 and 50. So, and we're getting to that area. So you get down in this area, maybe we'll get a gap down like Tesla and then along. But anyway, I want to watch out for a potential bounce too. All right. Hopefully we'll find some gappers going into the open tomorrow as well. I'll just leave it at that, and we will talk to everybody tomorrow. Have a good night.